and equitably associated with the government, there are some many programs. Currently, APP is contributing 7% to the national community program. Here, APP is providing 42,04,096 community child for Nakara and other sexual reproductive services. So, our 35% is used, and for 20 community-based health programs. Some recommendations. As Bangladesh has a large portion of women in reproductive age who don't want any more children, so it is necessary to promote long-lasting permanent methods and increase male fertility. Increase universal access to high-impact public health services in low poverty and urban. Also, government is responsible for operations programs, but only 52.1% private family-based parent services for the government sources. So, this is public-private partnership. Access to state MR services should be assured to reduce unwanted and unintensive pregnancy. Introduce adolescent friendly sex, sexual and reproductive health services in all service delivery outlets in the country, and should bring an informed child after nutrition. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Adolescent study, which is one of the highest in the world, the Bangladesh rate. The number of reproductive age women is increasing, and by 2040, it will be 50% in that part. So although we are reducing our TFR, but contribution of them is increasing, and it has increased by 20 percentage points in last 1 decade. That's very alarming. And one more feature will be maternal mortality, especially the causes of death. So 35% of causes are indirect. And we don't know what are those. Those indirect causes having 35% of prevalence is also very alarming. These are the things that should be taken care of for the future as we live, because we have achieved. And I think in terms of the rate, like the unprovided mortality, we will receive another UNFI on achieving the maternal mortality action. We are at 94, and I hope, and I'm positive, by 2050, we reach 143. Right beside me, on the right side, Secretary Minister of Health and Family Welfare will be in the house. Now I request him to deliver his speech as chief guest. Mr. Adam Niazuddin, Secretary Minister of Health and Family Welfare, Government of the People's Office of Bangladesh.
Assalamualaikum and very good morning, University. And distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen. First, I beg apology for coming late. This is, I was in a meeting, I think in the ICTBRD. It is an international organization, so I have to attend the meeting positively. So again, I beg apology for coming late in this session. And I congratulate and thank the President for detailed presentation about maternal health, child health, and also population status of Bangladesh. First of all, Dr. Luke Harman, he presented population challenges for Bangladesh in the coming decade. I think you all from these presentations come to know that Bangladesh is the most densely populated country in the world. most densely populated country. It is about 1140 per square kilometer, Bangladesh. And no other country like Bangladesh, like just as densely populated in the world. And you know that only two countries, it is city town, it is Macau and Singapore. Other than these two city countries, Bangladesh is the most densely populated country. In China, total population is 134 crore, but population density in China is only 140. Population density in China is only 140 per square kilometer, but in Bangladesh it is 1140, 8 times bigger than China. In India, population density is only 362, but in Bangladesh it is 1140, it is 1140. So I think population of Bangladesh is a challenge, and especially harmful areas and the marginal coastal belt areas, there are densely populated people living. And you have seen that the growth rate of Bangladesh is 1 per people now. But the growth rate of population of the slum people and also the marginal people is very high. You can't imagine. I have seen, I was working in the Department of Family Planning at the DB. I have seen, I have visited normally one sort of normally where no family planning persons or visited people might be visiting in that area. The growth rate of that area is more than 7-8. Number of the people is 30, highest number is 30 and the lowest number is 7. Is that short area? So, population, especially the marginal people have more children, and but they have no food, they have no education. This is the situation in Bangladesh. And another scenario, what we are seeing in Dhaka, this is slum area. The people of slum area, they have more children. The minority people, first they used to come to Dhaka alone, and when they stay in Dhaka, in the slum area, they maybe one organ, where the organ just began pregnant, that means gentleman leaves his lady and he like to go another slum area for living. So this is happening in Dhaka city, slum area. So we have to consider this population in Bangladesh. I think 2050, our replacing year will be 2050, I think. And Mr. Shamuni, he was busy of health services. He presently reduced the child mortality, and all of you know that we have achieved for goal. Our child mortality rate reduced significantly, but we have to reduce more. Child mortality, percentage of child mortality, one major cause of is drowning. And you know that we in Bangladesh, this is also a rainy season, during this season, more children die. So we have to care of this problem, and we have to aware the people around us. And also Vijay Mavakar, he presented urban health care, challenges of health in urban area, and all of you know that in Bangladesh, the urban people is about 40% now. What is happening in Dhaka city? Dhaka Medical College was established in 1942. At this time, the population was about 20 lakhs. Now, the population of Dhaka is just 1/5, that's 50 million. About 50 million people live in Dhaka. But how many hospitals are there in Dhaka? Only 3 hospitals in Dhaka. And all of city dwellers of Dhaka, residents of Dhaka Medical College or Medical College Hospital. And only one medical college hospital in Dhaka. The government of Bangladesh is trying to increase the number of state hospitals, but it is very limited. And another last, Mr. Mujibur Rahman, he presented FDC 5, about maternal mortality rate in Bangladesh, maternal mortality of in Bangladesh. And one thing I can inform you that maternal mortality is highest in the division of Sylhet. But now, present maternal mortality rate is 194 out of 100,000 cycles. But in Sylhet, it is 362. But at the same time, in Khulna, it is only 60. In the Khulna division, it is only 60. Whereas in Sylhet division, it is 362. Highest number. And in Dhaka city, the maternal mortality and child mortality rate is higher because of some people living in Dhaka city. And not only Dhaka city, in the city area like Nursery, Chittagong and Khulna also. So, maternal mortality rate is higher in the division of Sylhet and Chittagong, and also in the division of Dhaka also, because of some people. So, we have to take care of this thing. For sustainable development, we have to think over the health care of especially maternal and child mortality, and the government of Bangladesh is very much committed for health for all, and especially government is very much committed to reduce the maternal mortality and at the same time child mortality, and we are working over it. But you know that our resource is limited, and as our resource is limited, one thing I can share with you that our annual budget, we produce 4.1%. It is very minimum in Bangladesh. In the neighboring country, in America, it is 18%. And especially in the neighboring country, it is more than 6% in India. But in Bangladesh, our annual budget is only 4%. This is very minimum, and I think we should take our part to increase the health budget for the working of the nation. So, I don't like to take too much time. I like to congratulate and thank the eminence and also Dhaka University for organizing this type of very important seminar. And with this few words, I conclude my speech. Thank you very much. Thank you all.
We started 15 minutes late. We crossed 15 minutes more than that. And the chair of the next session is sitting in the first chair of the first row and urging us to get off of the stage. This is my time. All right, we will get up. I don't have the remarks, but thank you to everyone present here. Although there was a position for open discussion, I think we have discussed enough openly throughout the presentation. If we have anybody, we can discuss it over the team. personally and there are other categories as well. I thank the people of the session as their interest. They're all giants in their field and all of them are friends of mine. We work together as a team in the population health area. So thank you very much, and you are all invited for a cup of tea. I don't know whether the tea is there because the other sessions ended on time. I heard that. So thank you very much, and we join in the tea.
Thank you also for giving you valuable and practical insights in the area of health preparation for some development. Ladies and gentlemen, our next session will be start on time. The next session regarding on active education, information, knowledge and technology. Right now, our next session regarding on access to education, information, knowledge and technology.
So, happy few persons here, but most of them might be having tea. I think I can, you can request them to return to the hall as early as possible after the completion of their tea. Since we are under time constraint, I think we want to start our session right now. Already we are late by 10 minutes. We have speakers today. The first speaker is Dr. Ridwan Masroor. He is Assistant Officer Communication and Resource Mobilization, Save the Children Fund Bangladesh. He will speak on education, non-formal teachers, educating the non-formal teachers for sustainable development. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Ridwan Masroor. I think I request the presenters to be very precise and not to limit 8 or 9 minutes time schedule.
First of all, I would like to send my earnest thanks and gratitude to the chair of this session, to honorable guests, honorable speakers, and honorable audience, as well as the organizers of this conference. As you can see, my presentation is heading on promoting school teachers towards sustainable development. Well, though it is pretty unconventional, but I would like to start with a story. You think about the community, the society, which is immersed in the darkness. The man wanted to help the community, so the man went to the community with a torchlight. The man stayed there for 2 years with the torchlight. The community, the inhabitants of that community, find a lot of someone else who had light source. When the man come back, returns back to his bed, living in the community, what happened? There is no light exist anymore in this community. All the people remain helpless as they were before. Another person wants to help the community, He went with a candlelight. He went there. When the people find something that no one, they can support that, they can handle that. So they make improvised candle from their local material. Then from this candle, they enlighten the other candle, and then the whole community became enlightened. When the person helping hand came back, the community became enlightened. What I really want to focus back is, for making sustainable development, we definitely need to improvise some strategies, improvise some methods, which never make us moving backward. And for ensuring that there is nothing better than non-formal education. Non-formal education, as you know, I believe, is that clientele centered need-based education for communities, and it can really boost our economy. It can make our communities economically resilient and manage itself. Just to give an update on my methodology, I would like to go on. Here in Bangladesh, for non-formal teachers, there are 4 types of training available. First is basic training. This is little long term, compared to the others. Define the several below regarding this training. What are the framework? Then scheduled training, like a refreshment training or monthly training, whatever. Issued training and activities for professional assistants. Professional assistants, activities for professional assistants are those to solve the problems that are faced by the teachers in that specific community and normally done by the supervisors. I'm really interested about issue-based training because I believe this is a hope to introduce the teachers with the concept of sustainable development and how they can play a significant role in their own community as a non-formal school teacher. But not only a teacher, but also a social leader. Here I brought an example. If we just provide training on conducting ecological balance and importance of trees for conducting economical balance, environmental balance, ecological balance, then what happened? The teacher learned a lot from the training. He went back to his work. He teaches in the school, to the clientele, to the child, as well as non-formal school teachers went house to house to the marginalized people, to the vulnerable people. They discussed with those people, the parents, the clientele. When he knew something, definitely want to disseminate that knowledge to the people there in contact with him. In that way, the clientele, the other members of the community, trying to look at the future citizens, so they, the other members of the community, and the parents of the clientele, all became aware of the importance of trees for maintaining ecological balance. What happened? Definitely, sustainability issues was there. Now, if we just look at sustainability focus and sustainability practice, here I presented the themes of training that are received by the teachers, not only the teachers, in contemporary times. These are just the thematic areas. Here there are many scopes of embracing the sustainability concept. For example, if you just go over co-curricular activities. Co-curricular activities, the second co-curricular activities is normally followed by dance and organizing, musical performance, and these things. Why we can think a little different? We can organize and feel free to add with those vulnerable children, with those children of non-formal schools, the teacher can lead them to some place, to the field, and the teacher can illustrate what is nature, how we can practice sustainability in our work, in our business, in our development, in our daily life. Here I just want to focus on planning of those professional development activities. The professional development activities are often planning as a package with the project proposal, which is I like to make the teacher go detached. And centralized planning to make the teachers detached with those work and activities, as well as the values and improvements. The teacher are brought in some artificial values where the resources where they can find they're trained by multimedia presenters and other things which are not available where they are working. So when they go back to their work, they found that we don't have the technology, the concept. We don't have these facilities, so what should we do? Definitely we can implement what we have learned in that organization. And that causes the freedom of making sustainable change through them, in the society, in the community. Here, another thing I just want to focus, the charter or the training materials and teacher guide, sustainability through hidden curriculum approach. In those charters and in those training materials and teacher guide, we found that sustainability issues are remain as hidden approach. So the low-paid teacher, they are pretty less to it, so they can't interpret those things verbally, and those people, those trainers, they also sometimes forget to focus on these things, which bring through effective awareness level related to rate of process taking place after the end of the project and unable to perform necessary contribution to the society. What's my recommendation? My recommendation is that we have to go for a long-term partnership approach. I told you that going to the society, going to the community with a goal like for 3 days is not helpful. That's one way is that we have to implement, we have to improvise some ways, some methods, which can really make the society and the community the backbone, people to backbone. Well, long-term partnership approach, we really need to, 10 years or 20 years partnership approach where we can go through some step-by-step procedure. Like first, we can take those children, multiple children, we can put them in medical education that we will going to put them in vocational and technical education, and then we can make some organization, make some industries, make some arrangement that those children can work there. In that way, we can really mobilize the resources for those children, for those communities, for making sustainable development. Again, we are going for integrated, inclusive professional development. This is, this time shorter than in that. And teacher's role as a social leader, you really need to do that. You really want to make change and sustainable development by enhancing education and the role of education in the society. Well, I think questions will not be taken right now.
I'm sorry, we can't allow question and answer session because of this time, but thank you, Mr. Masroor, for your wonderful presentation on education, educating the non-formal teachers for sustainable development. In fact, you have mentioned about the qualities of teachers, their knowledge, leadership, psychology, etc. And the recommendations are good. I think we'll leave these recommendations to the authorities for complete action. It's now my pleasure to request Mr. Mohammad Shahidul Rahman, lecturer in School of Business of the University of Information Technology and Sciences, to speak on cost and quality improvement of higher education in Bangladesh. Mr. Shahidul Rahman, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. First of all, I would like to cordially thank the movement of higher education in Bangladesh. The basic concept of education is the sustainability. That means everything, how can we sustainable for our future development. And the perspective, I see education is a very important issue for this perspective, because